By the time you guys see this video, I just got back from my Ethereum restart trip in Shanghai. I think if there's one thing that can like summarize what I gained from this trip, right? Not like networking, not like connection, not like the recent stuff explained, because it's technically a recent stuff. But I think if there's one thing that I gained that can sort of just summarize everything, I think it's gonna be perspective. This entire trip, not only was it like a meetup with like Gacha Smack, Vulcan, Chat, do you guys know who's Fish? I'm not sure if you guys know this channel. If you guys were from Singapore, you will probably have seen this channel from like 10 years ago. From 10 years ago. There was this Angmo guy called Fish. Bro was the caster for Ethereum Restart. Okay, yeah, this guy. Angmo versus Singapore, right? This is what I grew up with when I was like in secondary school, right? Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can get a better picture of this guy. Okay, yeah, this is Fish. Oh my god, and like 12 years later, I see him casting in Ethereum Restart. Bro is like has a wife and kids now. And it's just so crazy that I literally watched this guy when I was like in secondary school, and it came full circle, and bro is working in Riot Games. Bro is like a caster for League of Legends, and now he's casting for Ethereum. It's just so crazy that the world is just so small. It really, really is, right? Okay, but I got a little bit of a side tangent, but resuming back to the topic. Yeah, perspective. I think that is the most important thing that I gained from this entire trip. Because, for example, right, when I met like Gacha Smack in real life, when I met like Vulcan in real life, and then we started like talking about all the things that, for the first time ever we met, it just shows me how many things, different things there are when it comes to this whole content creation thing that I've been doing for the past 2 years. Because I think for this specific meetup, it truly shows that for someone like me that pretty much just came out from nowhere, right? I was just this random guy from Singapore, and I popped up doing HSR. And 2 years later, to come into a place where I can gather with all these content creators, meet up with like, the guy that I literally watched from 12 years ago, Fish, and having this opportunity to participate in events like this, right, working with brands and everything, it just shows me in terms of perspective how much more there are to simply just, for example, streaming 24/7 or covering whatever thing that, war, drama, stuff, or whatever it's gonna be, and trying to get a W on the internet. Because it really is just so insignificant the moment I managed to talk with all these like wonderful people. And it's so funny because like Vulcan and Gacha Smack and Fish, all three of them, they have kids, guys. I was the youngest of their group. All three of them, they were literally talking about like how they take their kids to like soccer, like Vulcan calls it footsies in Australia, right? They call it I bring my son to the foot, or like it's just so they're literally talking about like raising up their kids, how it means to be a dad, how do you do. And here I am, I'm 27 this year, and I'm just listening to all these things like holy shit, man. At the end of like every screen from the internet, right? Behind that screen, behind that branding as a content creator is like a dad. It's like a family. It's like a, whatever grass that are outside of the internet is just so much more to just whatever that I would imagine, right? 2 years ago, the MrPokke, right? The MrPokke from 2 years ago, right? I did my fair share, right? I did my fair share of war, all that kind of stuff. And I think this trip just really showed me that, holy shit, as long as at the end of the day, when I finish my content, whether be it for HSR, for Uma Musume, for my stream or whatever, when I finish the content, outside from whatever there are on the things that are on the internet, there's just so much more. And this perspective brought me a tremendous amount of like, whoa. Like my eyes legit just like, whoa. It really just opened. Because before this interaction I have with like Gacha Smack and Vulcan and Fish, everything, it really is just like me streaming every single day, right? To take care of a bunch of my babies over here, right? Streaming every single day, playing games every single day, managing videos every single day. After I end stream, I go to the gym, come back, and everything. I do get lost in the entire process of like, what else are there outside of content creation? So, for example, right, when I went to Shanghai, I managed to meet my grandparents. And the last time I met them, it was like 2 years ago when I went to Shanghai as well. So, to actually meet them all this way, because they actually live kind of near from where the hotel is, it's just really, really nice to just reconnect with them and talk to them and let them know how I'm doing. Because like my grandparents don't even know what the hell is like content creation, right? It's like 直播, like, so just talking to them and letting them know how I've been doing and letting them know that, you know, things are great. Because, you know, okay, I'm going to be honest. My family, right, my grandparents, my mom, everything, they are not supportive of content creation at the start. Because, like, you know, Asians, right? Okay, you go to 去读大学, right? Go and study your university, get a proper job, be a doctor, do banking, you know, lawyer, fine. It's like that was like the traditional path of like my upraising. And it has always been this case for, I would say, all the way up until I graduated from university. And all of a sudden, this whole content creation thing just completely, it literally changed my life. It literally changed my life. Because I would have never expected, like, within 6 months of doing finance, I quit my job. And I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And all those things that I managed to meet my grandparents, I managed to, you know, my mom don't have to worry about like whatever my financials to do. Like all these things happened because of content creation. Opportunity to even like sit down and talk to them is because I was given this opportunity. You know, in this case it's a tier restart, right? Because I managed to go to this tournament and everything. And I mean, but in the future, I just realized that because of this perspective, that where I am in my current position is such a valuable and such a valuable thing that I really, really appreciate where I am. And how, despite all the war, drama, the haters, the whatever it's gonna be for like the past 2 years, it's okay. Because I am still where I am right now, right here, with people that would want to watch my content, be it if you're watching this on a stream, on YouTube, or whatever it's going to be, and I'm still able to, you know, essentially make sure that my family and my loved ones don't have to worry about me, and I can still do good to the people that supports my channel. And the moment I gained this perspective after talking like Gacha's Man, you know, like let's just be Gacha's Man, you know, even Vulcan, right? Even Vulcan, they also have their fair share of like haters or like people talking smack. But at the end of the day, it just literally doesn't matter, because content creators like I just met, they still have like their wife and kids to go back to, right? They still have their sponsorship opportunities, having the opportunity to fly out all the way from USA to this place and everything just get together, and future opportunities as well, be it for like whatever the game they want to do. Like one day if Gacha's Man, let's just say he quit Wandering Waves or he quit Star or he quit whatever games they want to play and they want to do other things, he is still able to do them, because haters will keep saying the things that they want to say, but as long as you do right by the people that do right by you, I think that's all there is to it. And this trip really gave me such a fresh perspective of how I view on all this, which is why that little video, if you guys have seen from the clip channel, I'm not sure when the clip channel is going to be up, it really just doesn't concern me anymore, right? Maybe in the past, from like 5-6 months ago, I'll be like, oh my god, how dare he say this about me? Oh my god, I need to address this. I did. Sure, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to get like a W, to prove that I'm right, to prove that he's wrong, to convince what people on the internet think of me. Because people that want to watch me for what I do and the content I make will watch me. And the people that don't want to do that, right? They don't like me for whatever it's going to be. That's also fine. Because once I end stream and once you finish watching that YouTube video, that 20, 30, 40-minute video, whatever it's going to be, life goes back to normal again. I don't think there's any reason to spend my, you know, mental, physical, emotional, time, energy, effort going back and forth. And my past 2 months has been like probably like the chillest I've ever been in like a while. And I have no intention to change that. No intention to change that, alright? So that's pretty much just a quick little update. I think the event itself, I'm gonna be having a dedicated vlog from my editor, where I'm gonna be going through what I actually did in the event, right? How I got Kira-san Black, you know, how ETR restart, how the budgeting, the match itself, you know, smacking, you know, 5-0, you know, shit. All the kind of stuff, I'm gonna be saving up for another video. But this is just like a quick little, I don't really know what to call this video, right? I just thought that this trip was really, really, really fulfilling, alright? And I'm so blessed to not just have, you know, met Gacha Smack, met Vulcan, you know, met Fish, you know, Fish from Wild Banana, but also, right, to my community that have been consuming my content for the past, I think by now it's almost 2 years. I think it's been 1.5 years. Yeah, because I did full-time content creation March 14th of 2024. So this is almost at a 1.5 year mark. And whatever is gonna be, whatever will be in the future, in the now, 开心就好, right? As long as you're happy, as long as, you know, whatever you guys are doing in life is good, I'm also good. So yeah, just a very, very quick little video. Going forward, Uma Musume, see you guys there. HSR Dry Patch, it is what it is. They crammed all the content into 2 weeks. Expedition 33, we're gonna finish it as well. Uma Musume anime, we're gonna finish it as well. I heard there's a brand new like China folklore game like Sun Wukong. Like my chat was telling me about it. Maybe we'll check it out as well. But yeah, thank you for watching my content. We're almost at 200k subs, which is insane. And I'll catch you guys. You know what's crazy? God just keep saying peace, love, and happiness. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, right? All the best for our Gacha Poos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. League when? Alright, League.